Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've already seen the jewelry that I'm wearing, you know I'm about to do a traditional look. I'm going to start with skin prep, and for my primer I'm going in with the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer, and then I'm just going to go ahead and apply this everywhere. It just has a really nice serum-y texture to it. It just feels so luxurious on your skin. Once you spread it out, it just dries really sticky. I can still feel it on my fingers. Just gonna give this a second to just dry, and then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations ever. Okay, ever. I'm gonna go in with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is in the shade Tahoe. Just gonna go in with a brush. Guys, I absolutely love this foundation. It's like a really nice, dewy, like finish to it. Just gives a glow. Like, do you see my forehead? It is glowing, okay? It's just so pretty. A nice coverage to it. You can definitely build it up to a full coverage if you wanted to. Just make sure you let that first layer settle in and dry up a bit, and then go back in with your second layer. Yeah, you see? Beautiful. I'm just gonna take that down my neck. You should never forget your neck, okay? Because you want to make sure to match it. This does have a really yellow undertone to it. Sometimes I do go for a more warmer undertone, and then sometimes I'll go for quite a neutral one because I feel like I'm a mixture of both. So this is what the finish looks like. Can you see how glowy that is? It's just so nice. Like if you want that dewy look. Okay. I am going to apply another layer because this is going to be a full glam makeup tutorial. I haven't done a full glam in ages, and today was the day where I felt like, yeah, we're doing full glam. Just going to go in with my little handheld fan and just dry this up a bit before I go in with my second layer. And once it dries, it's the kind of finish that it has. It still has that really beautiful dewy look. But let's go in with the second layer. Okay. Just want to cover up these blemishes. That's why I'm going in with a second lot of foundation. Just going to pat that into around my nose. Press this in. Guys, I have so much to catch you up on. This week has been such a crazy week. If you've been following me on Instagram and TikTok, you would know that I recently got into a new hobby, and that is gardening. Lord, anyone that knows me knows I've always been that person to kill plants. Like, I've never been able to keep plants alive. Earlier this year, I bought a plant. I think I was down. This was before my ADHD assessment happened, before I had answers to what the hell was going on. I bought some plants, indoor house plant. It managed to stay alive, guys. Like, I didn't kill it off. So then I became a plant mom. Thank you. Round of applause, thank you. And then one turned into now, I think I have like 12 plants, okay? And that's just indoor plants. Then I started gardening. I bought veg. The veg grew. I didn't kill it off. Just gonna dry this quickly. I'm gonna go in now with the Hourglass Concealer in the shade June. I know loads of people talk about this. There's a lot of hit and miss stories about this concealer. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone with dry under eyes at all because it sits in those creases and it just starts to make it worse and worse and worse. Oily skin girls, this is the concealer for you, especially if you like that full coverage, smooth base and it doesn't budge. But for dry girlies, unless you prep and you really skin prep your under eyes, it's not happening, okay? I'm just going to let the concealer sit for a bit. This will give it a fuller coverage. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Dew Bronze from Say Beauty in the shade Stinson. Once the veg started growing, I got addicted, guys. I went and bought out like more stuff. And then I was like, oh my God, I want like a vegetable pat. The way I went into overdrive. And then I soon found out that gardening is a very expensive habit to get into. Like, the rewards are worth it. Don't get me wrong, but bloody hell, you know, you gotta buy tomato feed, you gotta buy fertilizer, compost. The list goes on. And then you have things like snails to deal with. Yes, right, that's right. You have snails to deal with. I didn't think of any of this. Just went in, was like, yeah, my indoor house plants are thriving. So I'm gonna start outside. But then recently, the past 3 weeks, everything was going fine. I bought a new planter. I'm gonna put up pictures so you guys can see. It's gonna be a veg for me. Cook my own veg, grow my own veg. And then I had a little fairy visitor that there was a cat in the neighborhood and it liked to piss and shit in our old flower bed. And that flower bed became its home. And on top of that, it kept coming back, guys. Every day, it just kept coming back. It wasn't a problem until I built the new planter. And that's when all hell started to break loose and I wanted to kill myself. Extreme, I know, but I did. Because I put in the planters, set up my tomatoes, putting everything together. I was like, okay, right, this is it. I'm going to have my whole veg garden, a little patch for my herbs so I can grow everything. And then, yeah, one day woke up, went outside, and everything was dug up and destroyed. And I was like, oh my God, the way I had a heart attack and I was like, what is it? Foxes? Is it thingy? But then I remembered a month ago, I caught this cat and it was shitting in that area. And I went over to it and shooed it away and chased it. Whilst this dries, I'm just gonna quickly do my brows. Back to this cat. I caught it shitting in the garden, went over to try and clean that area where it was shitting. Tell me why there was diarrhea everywhere. Ooh. I know I have a dog and I know I deal with this usually, but girl, it's different when it's your own pet and someone else's pet. So I knew it was that cat. Now, fast forward back to the present. When I saw everything had been dug up, there was shit there was piss everywhere. So yeah, for the past 3 weeks, I've been dealing with this devil of a cat that just won't leave. It just keeps coming back. And honestly, I don't know what to do. You know, I tried everything. I went on ChatGPT. It's like, listen, babes, this is what's happening. So I bought this sensor thing where it basically is powered through a little solar panel. You just leave it, and what it does, it shoos away all like cats and animals by emitting this really loud noise that hurts your ears. Tell me why I put that in and the cat was still coming back. I was literally like, oh my good God, I'm about to lose my shit. So I was like, okay, let's try chili powder. Maybe chili powder will work. I put citrus peels and it was stressing me out. Then I was like, okay, it clearly has a favorite spot, and that is where my herbs are right now. And I've left space in that as well because right now, your girl, this is how I know I've advanced to a gardener level. I basically planted some seeds recently. My broccoli plant started to grow and I was like, oh my God. So in the tray, there was broccoli, red pepper, coriander, and celery. I'm just gonna go back in with that brush that I used to blend out the concealer and tidy the edges. And everything else is sprouting, so it's just like, oh my God. So that's why I'd left a lot of space in the planter, just so when the other veg and herbs are ready to plant outside, I had enough space for it all. So I left it. And then this cat, I think it's because apparently it's because the compost is so soft, they love the feel of it. And then they went just went crazy. And then for like 3 weeks straight, it kept coming back every 2 days, dodging every trap that I laid, everything, and kept digging and pissing, digging and pissing. And I literally, like, this week is when I felt like, okay, I think I'm going to lose my mind now. Honestly, I absolutely love this blush combo, and this is what I reach for on a daily basis. It just gives you that warm, peachy, flushed, sun-kissed look. This is the Say Beauty Dew Blush in the shade Poppy. It's like a beautiful orangey, peachy tone. Oh my God. It just looks so nice, guys. I can't even explain. This is all I use for my blush now because it's just that good. All I really do is add like 2 little bits on my cheeks. I do the same on the other side. And the thing is, it shows up so beautifully on brown skin. Like, just wait for it, wait for it. Are you seeing this? So nice. And it's not too much. It's just the right amount of color on your cheeks. And it just gives that beautiful warm tone. Like, it's like a natural flush that we have as brown girls. And it's just so, just honestly, I can't even. Oh, gorgeous. Do you see? You seeing this? Just gonna go in with a powder puff and make sure this is all pressed in under my eyes before I set this. Okay, now I'm just gonna set my eyes with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the shade Peach Pie. I really like this. It's a nice peachy tone that just adds a brightness to the eyes. What I do is I add the powder to my Trigger Oil powder puff, and then I pat the excess off onto the back of my hand, just so you're not putting too much on because that's how it gets a bit cakey. And then I'm just gonna press this in underneath my eyes like that. Do you guys see how smooth this side is? And there's nothing happening on this side. Okay. Smooth, cream, smooth, cream. Okay, you get the gist. And now I'm going to go back in and do the same thing for the other side. Just pat that off. I'm just going to take that down and press that in around here as well, just because that's where I usually get a bit oily. And just my T-zone here. And then the powder that I'm going to use to set my entire face is the Hourglass powder. It is the Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent Tan. I really like this powder. It's such a nice finish. It's not too heavy on your face. It matches my skin tone really, really well. It comes with a little powder puff as well, which is super, super cute. I'm just going to use that and add the powder. And I'm going to, again, tap any excess off and just press that into my skin. And then same thing, you just roll and press that powder onto your face to really set the foundation in place. And I'm just going to go around my mouth, just around here to blend the peach pie in, and just go over my blush a little bit. And then for my T-zone, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take less this time and just press and roll this in, because we're going to go back in and add bronzer anyway. This just helps secure the creams in place like that. Do you see how it's just such a nice natural finish? It doesn't look too cakey or powdery. It doesn't feel too heavy. It just feels really lightweight. And then I'm going to go in and bronze my face with the Lancome Skin Transforming Bronzer. It's like a really nice warm brown and it's in the shade medium. I'm just going to go back in with my brush and just grab a little bit, tap any excess off the brush and start with my forehead. And what I usually do is I blend this out towards my hairline, just because you always want the foundation and everything to be blended in towards your hairline so there's no difference between your hairline and the rest of your face. Such a nice bronzer that just works so well for my skin. And then what I'm going to do is just dust it slightly over just to blend out any harsh lines. And same thing for now my cheeks. I'm just going to bronze them. I'm just going to do this round swivelly motion just so I can control where I put the powder and it blends it in at the same time. Same thing on the other side. And I always start hair first and then I blend it out towards my mouth. Just because then it's more concentrated around your cheekbone and you can blend it out easier. And just swipe any of that harsh line from the hourglass powder. Just blend that bronzer in like that. So yeah, do you guys see that difference? Like it's really warmed up my entire face. It's added back that flush of color. Going back to the SAREE Beauty powder blush now. This is the SAREE Beauty Supersuede powder blush in the shade Stella. And then I layer Stella on top of Poppy, which we already have on our cheek. And then I'm going to be using the SAREE Beauty powder blush brush. I love this brush. I think it applies it so nicely and so evenly, and it's fluffy as well. It picks up product really well. Like you guys can probably see that it's got it on top, and that's the product, and it really picks it up. And let me tell you, this has so much pigment, so a little goes a long way. Unless you're a blush freak like me, then go all out. But a little does go a long way with this because it is very, very pigmented. So let's go back in and just tap any excess off. Ugh, like, do you see, guys? Like, are you seeing this? It's so pretty. Oh my god. Do you see what I mean by little goes a long way with this blush? It's just, oh, I'm obsessed with this. It's not chalky, it's not patchy. It just looks like you've been blushing for someone. Like, oh my god, look at that. It's giving sun-kissed cheeks, like I've just been in the sun on holiday away. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. I'm just going to use the highlighter, which is this tone. It's a really nice gold shade. Just going to get a little fluffy brush and just swipe that over. Oh. Like, tell me I'm not glowing right now. God, this is just such a pretty shade. And I love this palette. Like, I rave on about this palette all the time for a reason. It's easy to carry around. It just has the most beautiful shade for brown skin. Oh, it's just so, so pretty. And before I start my eyes, I'm just going to set my base with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love the setting spray. It just holds everything in place. It melts the powder away. Gives you a really nice dewy skin-like finish after. Just gonna go back in with my fan. Lovely. Yeah. Powder has melted away so nicely. Okay, like so. Now for the eyes, I'm gonna do a nice gold glittery look, because I bought the new Danessa Myricks Colourfix Stix and they are incredible, incredible. But first I'm just gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. The first shade I'm going in with is Matte 4. It's a soft, not too dark, warm brown tone. Just gonna use this in my crease, just as a nice transition color. Like that. It's just really subtle nothing too harsh. And then I'll go back in and add more to define my crease later. And when you're doing eyeshadow, guys, you need to make sure you blend everything like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the outer corners with this nice dark brown tone. It's the shade Matte 6. And then I'm just going to add that onto the corner like this. And just take some of that into my crease as well. The same thing on the other side, like this, and just swipe that out and just take that into my crease. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush and take the matte 4 and just blend that in, just so it's not too harsh. Like so, and this will just soften it up. Do you guys see? It's the same thing on the other side and just blend that out. I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush and take that shade 6 again. And this time I'm going to actually use this to buff it in to my crease, just to define it a bit more. Like that. And I'm going to get another fluffy brush and just diffuse any harsh lines with this. And then I'm going to do my waterline. I'm going in with the NYX Wonder pencil in the shade Deep. It's like a really nice nude, but not too white. It really blends in nicely and brightens the under eye, so it's not so harsh like the white nudes that people usually would use. I'm going to go back in with the Master Mattes palette, same dark brown that we used in our crease, and I'm just going to take that underneath now to smoke it out. Like so. And then I'm going to go back in with that matte 4 shade that we used for the diffuser shade and just go in underneath this and just blend it out so there's no harsh lines. Like so. Do you guys see that? And now for the star of the show, I am using the Vanessa Myricks Colourfix Stix. This is something that I bought recently and I've been absolutely loving. They come as a duo, you can separate them, so it's easy for you to take them on holiday, or it's magnetic. You just put it back on. Every single one of her colour sticks is magnetic. It just stays together. So it's easy to carry, you don't lose them, which I think is such a nice concept to it. This is the Duo 4. It comes in 2 shades, which is Apollo and Artemis. Apollo is a nice coppery metallic tone, and then Artemis is a really nice gold shimmer. So you get a metallic tone and a glitter shimmer tone with this, and they are amazing. For this eye look, I'm going in with the Colourfix Stix in the shade Artemis, and this is what she calls a foil. So it's like a glittery foil, and then this is what the shade looks like. It's like a really nice gold. So I'm just going to put this on the top of my eyes now, and you guys are going to sew. Okay, you guys are going to sew. And it applies wet. Like it has a really nice cooling wet texture to it. But once it dries, it is pretty much dry. Are you guys seeing this? Are you seeing this? It glides on creamy and it blends like a dream. And once it's set, that's it. There's no creasing, there's no fallout. And honestly, this shimmer looks like I put on way more effort than I actually did. Like it just looks incredible. incredible on. You can put powder eyeshadow on and blend it in if you wanted to, so it works well with other eyeshadows. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to go in and do my eyeliner. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty flyliner, and this is the tip. Oh my god, my light was off this entire time. I knew something was off. This applies on so black, so dark, and it comes out so well. It doesn't smudge. It just stays on throughout the whole day, so I would highly recommend this. I'm not going to talk through this process because, girl, I need to focus on the liner, okay? I'm going to extend the wings slightly, but I want to do that at the end once I've got both sides right, you know? Okay, I feel like I've done the eyes really well and they surprisingly match. I thought, because you know, I was a bit hesitant, okay, for a bit. Yeah, 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 yes. Just gonna go back in and add some corner highlight with that highlighter that I used from my Hourglass palette. Just gonna put that in the inner corner. And what this does is it just opens up your eyes even more and makes them look a bit bigger. And then I'm just gonna blend that in. And so that's Anessa. Okay, now that that's done, I'm just gonna go and add some mascara. It's the Lancome Hypnose Mascara. It's the brush. I love all Lancome products. They are one of my favorite brands, and I love this because it just coats the lashes so evenly and so nicely. And it is a really dark black too, so I love that about this. Makes a difference to your lashes because they just look so lengthened. Don't clump up your lashes either, so it's really, really nice. Okay, and that is the mascara done. I'm gonna go ahead and add some lashes. I actually don't know the brand to this, so I can't even help you guys. Any wispy sort of lash will do. I'm gonna use the duo glue to add these on. Just gonna let that dry a bit. Whenever you're applying lashes, you want to kind of bend the band a bit just so it's easier to apply, and also let the glue get a bit tacky. And the other trick to adding lashes is always hold a mirror below you and look down. So you just apply it on top rather than staring straight, because that's really hard to do and your lashes get in the way. So this is just easier to apply. See, you guys see that? So much easier to apply lashes on this way. And then you want to just press and lift these like that, just so they face outwards rather than just putting it on flat. Now that the eyes, the base, everything is done, we're going to finish it off with lips. And this lip combo is my current obsession. The new Huda Beauty Lip Contour Stain and the Fenty Gloss Bomb. When I tell you, this lip combo is just chef's kiss, okay? This is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour Stain in the shade Soft Nude. Just wait for it. Oh, it's just such a beautiful brown. And then I'm just gonna blend this out. This liner just lines like a dream. It doesn't budge. It just lasts the entire day. And then to top it off, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. At this. So beautiful. Are you ready? Because this is that color. Oh, honestly, you just dab it on. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Did I not tell you that this was gonna look good? Like, look, I'm like glistening from all the way here. Come a bit closer. I'm still glistening. You can still see my juicy lips from here and here. Okay guys, before I finish this look up, I'm gonna add a pot dip. I'm gonna go for a nice burgundy tone, I think. Yeah. That did it. But we're not done yet. I'm about to do my hair next. I'm filming a full tutorial on how to get these soft waves, so make sure you come back for that video or hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.